All right, so if you're watching this video, you probably like to make games and you want to know, should you quit your job to make games? My name is Kyle. I've been a full-time game developer for about a year now, and I did quit my job to make games. Let me talk to you about a couple things to keep in mind to help you make the decision for whether you should quit your job to go full-time making games. First off, how is your job? Do you hate it? Do you like it? Is it just okay? Maybe if it's the worst thing ever, then you should just leave anyway. There's always something else you could do even if you don't make games. If it's just okay, it's like tolerable, pays the bills, not very exciting, maybe stay there. Games are hard to make and they're even harder to sell. So if you can bring in some revenue, like bring in some money to help you fund your games, that's going to help you a whole lot. So let's assume maybe now that you're like, all right, I want to do this. Have you ever made a game before? If you haven't made a game, maybe just try making one. Polish something up where you have the whole end-to-end flow, like start menu, something very small. If you do a game jam or if you're just like messing around with tutorials, like you don't really have to think about that stuff. You don't have to think about like, how does my start menu look? How does my UI look? What kind of options are available? So those are things that you can try out before you quit your job that can help you later down the line, help you make your games faster so you don't have to figure them out. So maybe you've made a couple games at this point, you think you're ready, you've got some ideas. Can you afford it? Do you have enough money saved up to hold you over until you can bring in some more money with your new thing? Making games takes a really long time. Frankly, like your first game may not make it. It probably won't make it. And that's kind of the way it goes for everybody. So do you have at least a year of runway saved up? Because you might need that or even more. If you can go 2 years without having to go get a job to pay your bills, then that's great. Like you're in a great position to do that. Next up, maybe one you haven't seen other people talk about, but is your social life okay? Especially if you're solo, going in and making a game is a big undertaking. You're gonna have to give up a lot. You're gonna spend a lot of time by yourself at your desk, working away. It can be kind of hard to go to a cafe or like go to a friend's house or something like that to work on your game. Compared to the size of my laptop, that's I have like a 19-inch Lenovo ThinkPad. It's okay for text, but if I'm gonna hop in Unreal and try to make something with that, it really doesn't work as well. Keep in mind that you should probably have your social life in a good spot. Have people you can reach out to just like get you out of the house and go do things to help keep you sane during that whole journey. Last thing I want to visit is, do you have another plan for how you're gonna bring in money? Your first game probably won't bring in a lot of money. The odds are not with us on this one as indie devs. There's so many games that go out on Steam every day, and it can be really hard for your game as a new developer to stand out. Not to mention all the things that you have to learn about as you're going through and you're making that first Steam page, you're trying to figure out how to market your game. So it can really help if you have some kind of other thing lined up to help you bring in money, whether that be a side hustle that you just like enjoy. So you quit your job to get another job, I guess. Or maybe you're gonna do some contract work. Maybe you're gonna do some freelance work. And if you want to do freelance, then you can start lining up clients before you leave your job. Keep in mind that the more you do that, the less time you have to work on your actual game. So it can become a serious time management thing, especially if you're solo. You're going to be strapped for time already. You know, it's a lot of fun. If you're in a place that you can do it and you think you can do it, then go for it. That was what I did. That's what I wanted to do. I met all 5 criteria. I didn't super enjoy my job. It was all right. I had made a couple games before. There were game jam style games. I had built up some runway that could tide me over in the meantime. Social life was okay, but I didn't really have a plan for bringing in any other money. And so I kind of ad hoc figured out, oh, I need to do a contract and like pay for something. Make sure you get those things lined up. Give yourself a better footing to get started, to move forward with your studio, to move forward with your game. Hopefully make it really big. If this was a useful video for you, let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. I'll be doing more videos on this channel. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.